Oh, the music is funky. Funky music. Ooh. Hey there everyone, this is MarkyMan64 here, welcome you to a new LP. Yeah, that's right folks, we are playing Human Fall Flat on the Nintendo Switch. So we are going to go right into it. I've already completed the game and my avatar looks vaguely like me. He's got glasses and a beard and yeah, sometimes I wear snapbacks, so I am in my present display picture anyway. So yes, we're going to go into it. This is the second time I've tried to record this, by the way. The other night I recorded it at like 2-3 AM and I sounded exhausted, so I was like, no. Everything else was fine and the gameplay was fine, but yeah, just the commentary was, it sounded like this and I was falling asleep. So let's go for it. So we're going to play a local game, single player at the moment. We might introduce multiplayer and I might mention that at some point, because I have played it. But we're going to select level because I've already completed this game and we're going to go right into it. Here we go. Look at my handsome face. He looks like he's posing with his hand there. His chin rested in his hand. So I'm going to quickly go through it. Now I am going to use skills that you haven't learned yet. Like I'm going to run up here and lift myself over here. We haven't learned how to do that yet, but it's going to make it a lot easier. This is not a walkthrough. I'm not necessarily going to explain how to do everything. As if I know how to do everything. Okay, but let's watch this one.
You've just grabbed an instructional video. Hold
Yeah.
it tight. Great. Whenever you're lost or otherwise in despair,
Okay.
once activated,
So
you'll find instructions ranging from not very helpful to totally useless.
actually, sometimes they help a lot. As I discovered yesterday, you pick up these instructional videos and you're like, oh, you walk into your hand. You're so shocked that you didn't understand that. So
Humans, they will run into every door they encounter.
we're just a curious lot. So yes, he's not exactly the quickest character in the world, is our avatar. They will push every button they see. So I won't pick up every instructional video. But yes, this is just describing how to pick something up. Which obviously I already realised because I'm picking you up. I don't really understand that. But anyway, this is one of those points where multiplayer is a lot easier. But I say easier, I mean it's not exactly complicated. Some of the puzzles later on, like you can literally breeze through as multiplayer. And I did play multiplayer the other day with my friend. We brought him in, and explaining how to play the game to him was quite entertaining because I don't really know how to explain the controls or anything. Like you control his arms by the way you look, but then you can control them like independently, and oh man, it's so complicated. But yeah, I'm going to try and show as much content without dragging my heels. So, like any major shortcuts, I am not going to take advantage of. Like there's one big shortcut here. Like you can see the exit sign just above the door, just up there, just to the left of the carriage. And that's the exit to the level. So you can climb up this train and get there very quickly. But I'm not going to do things like that. I am going to take the kind of longish route round, but some shortcuts I might take, or some that I don't realise are shortcuts. But this, I think, is a secret. Up there somewhere, there's a room that's really dark, and I'll show you it when we get there. But this torch, if I can get it off, if I can get it off, it's just, yeah, it's a bit awkward to get off, but you can swing it off. Like I did it, yeah, there we go. So I think that in versions where there's achievements, if you take this torch into the dark room, it'll give you an achievement. I don't know, I've not checked that up, I really should have done. But we discovered that room, me and my friend, the other day, and we were wandering around trying to find if there was any secrets in there. It's just like a maze that is pitch black without a torch. So, as far as I know, that's the only torch in the level. So I'm guessing that it's just the act of getting in the room with the torch that gives you the achievement, but I don't know. So I am pulling these carriages out my way so that I can enter this room. And hopefully the fact that I played through the levels that I'm going to be playing through today, the other day trying to record this, will inform me. But in case you don't know, like, if I jump off here, then I will respawn at the last checkpoint. But it's an interesting respawn. I like it. I like the way you respawn in this game. But you kind of fall through the level and then end up landing on it. But you can see that saving at the top right hand corner. That means that that's a new checkpoint. And so if you fell off anywhere in the level, like if I went back to the start and then jumped off at the start, I would end up landing at that checkpoint. It's quite a fun mechanic that makes it really unique and interesting. So here's this room that we found the other day, and I'll show you like going into the room, but I mean beyond this point it pretty much becomes pitch black, and that's probably even worse on YouTube. So with YouTube compression, that's probably a lot worse. But yeah, I think it's just the act of getting in the room. If somebody has found a secret in there, by all means, please tell me. Because I've not actually watched any videos in the room. On the room. I've not watched any conspiracy theories on that room. Right, okay. So one of the help videos, what do you call them again? One of them was telling you how to do this. Like you pull across walls or pillars while you're standing on a movable object, and it moves the object, but you stay still relative. So yeah, this is where you end up, by the way, with that shortcut at the start. Like you climb up this train and then you're ending up on top of this carriage in the middle. So yeah, that's quite a major shortcut, which I have done, but I thought I would show as much of the level as is healthy in videos. I thought that would be the best approach. And if I make each episode like, I don't know, about 20-25 minutes long, something like that, whether I'm finished the level or not, like I might stop in the middle of a level and say, okay, join us again, and I'll probably do that. Because some levels are a lot longer than others, and so I can't just divide them up, or else the videos will be really inconsistent and people will be like, oh, he's released a 5-minute video today instead of a slightly longer one. So this is another point where multiplayer is much easier. One person just steps on the button and then walks through. and once in multiplayer, once you get a checkpoint, you, like, all the players get that checkpoint, so then they can just like jump off, and that will be the checkpoint. So yeah, let's push this button here, and the beginning ones, I'll probably like go through them fairly quickly. I mean, I'm saying that, but I'm not a speedrunner of this game by any stretch. And speedrunners of this game are amazing. Like, they are actually amazing. And I've just nailed that landing. Well done, Marky. Yeah, speedrunners of this game are like amazing. But as I was saying, I'll go through it fairly quickly without describing anything. But in later levels, I guarantee, even if I've just played it, I'll forget how to do it, or I'll not do it properly, or something. So yeah, stay tuned for later episodes. It won't be a very long LP. I just wanted to get a Let's Play out, and I've been having technical issues with my PS3, so that's why I've not released a video in a while, and I figured it was better to change games and have videos out than to just kind of give up because something wasn't working. So that was my thought process behind the decision. Oh, you need to be like really precise with these boxes sometimes. It's a bit weird physics. And yeah, speaking of the weird physics, like the guy says, oh, he's just a human. Like, this is a weird human. And what's fun is you don't have lives. So like, you can fall off as many times as you want. You won't die. You'll just respawn at the respawn point, at the last checkpoint. And like, you don't take fall damage, you're not like injured by falling there. So again, this is we're still kind of in the tutorial bit of the game. This is kind of like the end of the tutorial bit, this level. And I am doing things that you're going to learn how to do in this level, like by jumping about like this. You're going to learn that. Well, you would learn that if you were playing through the game. So the route that I am taking isn't necessarily the route that you would take the first time you play, because you don't necessarily know how to do this. But if you're playing, then please, by all means, solve the puzzles. Like, don't necessarily watch me and follow my route. Solve the puzzles yourself. Because it is a really... It's one of those games that, like, I've watched videos on it, but playing it, like, you can watch all the videos you want, and please do watch my videos, but they don't really teach you how to play the game in a fun way. They don't teach you how to play the game. Like, watching somebody play is not the same as playing the game, if you know what I mean. Whereas in some games, again, the videos can be entertaining, but you can substitute playing the game, and I don't think you can substitute playing this game, to be honest, because it's a really fun, addictive game. And bits of the levels I've found that are frustrating for a second playthrough, or can be frustrating for a second playthrough, you can skip. Like, you can use shortcuts. If you learn shortcuts, you can use them to play again and again and again. So yeah, nothing lost. So I'm going to pull this train over. This, by the way, is the end of like another section of secrets, just at that cage bit, or around the other side, just above my head there's a cage. But around the other side, there's the open entrance to that cave that's behind that cage, and there's a few secrets in there, like in other versions of the game there's achievements, so you can collect things to get achievements and all sorts of things. I haven't played another version of the game, I've just learned this through videos. And also, like, I find secrets in this, and then I look online to see if there are achievements in other versions, because you don't get achievements in the Switch as far as I know, but you do in some other versions. But as far as I know, like, there's nothing missing from the Switch version other than the actual pop-up coming up on the screen saying you have achieved, which I don't need to be told that I'm good at a game. Yeah, I can figure that out myself. You know, I will never claim to be an expert at any game, I don't think, unless I build a game. Even then, there will be better players than me. Like, I may seem moderately good at this game, but that's because since I got it, like, a couple of months ago now, since I got it, I have played it quite a lot. It's not been a couple of months, I don't think. Has it been a month? It's been a month, I think. Yeah, that sounds about right. And just in case, speaking of time, just in case this gets updated and, like, before I get comments saying, oh, there's a missing level, or oh, there's a level in there that you skipped. The game has been updated since it came out, since it first came out. There's been a new level added, and I notice people commenting on videos made before then saying, oh, you've missed out this level. No, they haven't. It's just that was the complete game at the time of their recording. So I'm recording this in September 2018. Oh man, why can I not do this? This is really annoying. It's a really simple jump. Like, this is the more complicated jump, the one that I'm doing on this this seesaw, which, yeah, I'll get to that in a second. But yeah, so the levels that I am playing are complete at the time of recording, and if there's new levels added, then hey, I might record them. I might even do them blind. Oh, let's see. let's wait and see. But yeah, like, speaking of the physics and mechanics and stuff with that seesaw, there are quite a lot of examples of that in the levels where you do a mechanic, and if you learn that, then that's good, because then you use that mechanic or extend that mechanic later on in the game, or even later on in the level sometimes. But yeah, you use seesaw mechanics quite a lot, so it's good that they introduce it like that. So let's go through this door, and if I hold this open, I want to open both doors, just because I like to open both doors. So yeah, here's another mechanic that I don't know whether you need to do. No, you don't need to do, because that's the exit. But I like to teach myself this, and I do like to use it. It's the glass mechanic. The glass is so fun in this game, and so satisfying to break. So some glass is quite weak and fragile. Sorry about that, I was coughing. But some glass is kind of weak and fragile like this, so you just kind of punch it a couple of times and it breaks. Some glass you can't break by hand. You need to, like, throw things into it or do things. But I think that should have been necessary to learn. I mean, it is necessary to learn because you use it in this level coming up quite a lot. But look at that, you saw the whole level there. So this glass, as far as I understand, this glass you cannot break on your own. Like, I could be punching this for all time, and there would be no point. Oh, I just pulled two off at the same time. Let's do that again. So there are a few ways to do this. This is where it starts to kind of get multiple choice. There are a few ways to do this. You can like jump on these and jump over the top, or you can just pull those slabs. Those what do you call them? Not slabs, because that's stone. I am talking about planks. You can take those planks off the door and break the glass. Go over the glass. So there's two ways to go this time. The first time I played this, I put the trolley to the left and went that way, not noticing that there's a big arrow pointing towards the proper way to go. So this is one way to go, and it cuts out some things, and I haven't really been able to figure it out fully. So this is the way that I've been the past few times that I've played. I'll point out where that comes out, by the way, that other way. But yeah, so you break that, and there we go. You can get through there. So this glass, again, is tempered glass, so you can't break through it by hand. But handily, there's... Oh, the music is funky. Funky music. Ooh. Yeah, you can break through it with fire extinguisher, and that breaks those glass panes as well. But this is slightly stronger than those ones. So normally I just kind of run at it and jump into it, and normally it breaks. Normally it has broken when I've done that. Yeah, there we go. Okay, so you don't need that anymore. So that's a shortcut. Let's see, what is this? Is this like that door on the other side? Yeah, so you just push that button and then you can go through there. There we go. So that opens that door. Not that you need to go through that door at the moment, but yeah, it's there just in case. So I will show you where that ends up later, but I haven't been able to fully figure out how to get beyond where I'll show you, and I'll explain that when we get there. But yes, I am going to leave it there, folks. In the next episode, I'm going to tackle this machine, because you get to use machines and vehicles and things like that, fun things like that. So we're going to tackle that in the next episode. So join us again for another episode of Let's Play Human Fall Flat on the Nintendo Switch. Please like, comment, subscribe for more. Thanks everyone for watching. See you later. Bye bye.